And last week I talked a little bit about this idea of like connecting and remembering our inner wholeness. And I think there's also an active component, which is trusting our capacity to act in accordance to our values. Hey, hi, I'm just espousing yoga philosophy, Dave. I got you. So we're talking about trust and our capacity to act in our accordance to our values, right? So how awesome. Yoga gives us a place to do that. So I give you lots of choices. Teachers give you lots of choices, and then at some point, just trusting on our inherent wholeness, right? It's enough. So anyway, that resonates. I feel like it's maybe timely in this world right now. So let's practice that. I think we should start standing up actually. So let's come to the top of the mat. You can have your blocks. We will do some kneeling stuff at some point. So if your knees are sensitive, you can grab a blanket. And we're going to use a strap, Dave, but you can also use a belt from your closet. I think you knew. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So here we are. Let's take our feet hip distance apart. Soft bend in the knees. Make sure they're tracking towards your toes. Just take a nice big inhale, roll your shoulders up. And exhale, roll them back and down. Couple more times like that. Long side body on the inhale and a letting go on the exhale. And then when you feel ready, let your shoulders just relax. You could turn your palms forward if that feels good. Option to close your eyes. Or you can gaze softly down onto the floor off the tip of the nose. So feel your feet, center of the heel, big toe, small toe mound, all 10 toes. And see if you can engage the legs. At the same time, you soften the skin on the face. Just nice, easy, slow, familiar morning flow. We'll add on from there. Inhale, take your arms up, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Any arms you like. Inhale, back to the center, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, pull down, empower your legs, puff up your chest. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees generously. If you like this first one, forward fold, relax your head. You can shake your shoulders, bend your knees, touch the ground. And then only straighten the legs as much as you can, still touching the ground. Yeah, and for a few friends, those active straight legs are going to be beneficial, and some other friends are going to really benefit from bending the knees to free the pelvis. When you're ready, inhale, bent knee half lift, downhill skiing. Inhale, active arms behind you. Exhale, fold down, touch the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart or down at your sides. One more time like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, side bend left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale. This time when you pull down, make fists and just pause there for a moment. Connect to your legs and your inner power. And you can either be neutral in your spine or again, adding that upper back bend like a cobra. Yeah. Good. Nice. Inhale, reach up, spread your fingers. Exhale, fold forward, release your head. One more time. We'll hold for a few breaths. So again, you can move or be still. Enjoy your breathing. Where's the weight in your feet now? And can you find that sort of evenness between the balls of the feet and the heels? Yeah, looks good, you guys. Inhale, half lift. Again, active arms, option for bent knees. Exhale, bow down, touch the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart or down at your sides. Let's go ahead and grab our strap. And if you don't have one at home, no worries, right? So we're going to take the strap behind us just for a moment. You can have it single or double. It doesn't need a loop. And then you're going to just take it behind you. Even if you have the ability to interlace your hands, take that inhale, maybe widen your stance if that's helpful. And then roll the shoulders up and back and down. And then imagine you're ripping the strap in half. So it's pretty active. Yeah, good. Nice. Good. Broad through the collarbones. Few breaths there. And exactly, if you'd like, add that cobra action and puff up the chest. Breathing. That looks beautiful. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana with the optional shoulder stretch. So even if your shoulder, you can't interlace the hands, you can keep your fists side by side. So to get that more active feeling of widening across the collarbones, maybe microbend the elbows. Yeah. Okay, really nice. And then go ahead and release your arms, release the strap. We'll come back to it in a minute. Inhale, step back to your plank pose. Nice, long, strong core on all sides. Few breaths there. Take your time. Great. And then when you're ready, exhale, just hike your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. And a few back and forth like that with your breath. Inhale forward to your plank. And exhale to your down dog. Great. And just again, letting that go back and forth, following your breath, that kind of feeling of wrapping the upper arms. And the next time you come to your plank pose, pause there, hold, breathe. Let's lower all the way down to the ground. So your choice, with or without your knees, slow lower. Stretch your legs long. Let's start with locust today. So feet can be touching or hip distance apart, arms at your A shape, back at your sides. Roll the shoulders towards the ceiling like we just did. Lengthen. Option 1 is there. Option 2, lift your legs, your torso, and your arms. And if you want, you could turn your thumbs down like our downhill skiing arms. Few breaths. Yeah, that looks awesome, you guys. Really good. Breathing. Again, relax the skin on the face as we engage our legs. Exhale, lower down. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands at your side chest. Roll your shoulders again to the sky. This time, inhale, cobra, any height. And exhale as you lower. 2 more like that. Inhale, cobra, any height. Keep the elbows bent, actually. Exhale, lower down. And 1 more time. Inhale, cobra, hold. Feel like you're pulling your hands towards your pockets and your heart is shining forward. Exhale, lower back to the ground. Inhale, come to your tabletop position. And enjoy a few organic cat-cows. So any amount of movement, front to back, side to side. Enjoy your breath. Yeah, good. Anytime in our vinyasa, you can either use blocks under your hands. You can also come onto your forearms, right? No problem. When you're ready, walk your hands forward in front of the shoulders, curl your toes, get your legs active again, and spin your inner upper arm towards the front, and then lift your knees and hold for a moment. Hover dog, breathing. Feel that power down through your hands and feet, and then lift up your hips. Again, option to pedal out your down dog this time, front to back or side to side. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, that wrapping of the shoulder blades. Good. And when you're ready, bend your knees, lift your gaze, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale through your half lift all the way to standing. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart or down at your sides. Put it all together. Inhale, reach up. You choose the arms. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, that to the center. Exhale as you side bend. Inhale, center. Keep growing your back bend. Option for fist. Pull down, connecting to your legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, touch the ground, release your head. Your choice of transition, inhale, step back to your plank pose. You can exhale, lower to the floor as we did, or chaturanga if you prefer. Up dog or cobra as you breathe in broad collarbones. Exhale your choice. Down dog or puppy pose if you prefer. Deepen your breathing. Press your thighs back. Legs are looking awesome, you guys. Few breaths like that. And that real strong, action of your arms. Beautiful. And when you're ready, bend your knees, lift your gaze, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up to the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart or down at your sides. Let's do one more time with the shoulders. So this time your choice to use your strap again or interlace your hands. Again, if your hamstrings are tight, go a little wide. If not, they can stay hip distance. Roll your shoulders up and back. You can straighten the arms, but try not to hyperextend or lock out the elbows. Puff up the chest. Breathe again there. Yeah, that looks so good, you guys. Really nice. Exhale, fold forward. Option to keep the shoulders stretch again or release the arms. Smooth out your breathing. Really good. Nice. Exhale, release your arms. Inhale, step back. Slow lower all the way to the ground this time. All the way to the floor. Take your time. Stretch your legs long. Reach your arms forward if that's okay on your back. Feet can be, again, apart or together. But your torso is so long. And then as you inhale, lift your left leg, your right arm, and your head. And as you exhale, lower down. Same thing, other side. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Good. Yeah, if you like that with your breath. Nice job lifting from the inner thigh of the back leg. Good. Great. And then in your own time, when you're even, again, legs long, you have your two choices, right? Hands at your side chest for cobra or low ribs for up dog. We'll hold shoulders to the sky. Again, cobra, thighs are down, elbows are bent. Up dog, legs are straight, arms are straight. There's a couple of breaths. And then pull from your toes in either case. Back through plank. Exhale, down dog or puppy. Enjoy your breath. Yeah, really nice. Good. Last couple breaths here. Bend the knees as much as is helpful to distribute the effort between the legs and the arms. And when you're ready, bend your knees, lift your gaze, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. This time, let's come to Utkatasana with hands at heart and roll the shoulders back, same as we did in our reclined back bend. So we're just going to practice our no hand stepping. So as you inhale, load the left leg, step your right leg back into a medium lunge. And then step it forward. And another side, load the right leg, step the left one back. You back and forth at your own time. So we know smaller is a little easier and big step is harder. And we're keeping the upper body pretty stable and really growing that power in our base. Okay, good. Next time your left leg gets back, let's pause there, hold, breathe. Couple breaths. Then keep that power, back leg bent or straight. Peel the belly off the thighs. Option 1 is here. Option 2, you could take your arms up. Option 3, if you feel steady, you could look up as well. Nice, you guys, good. Smooth out your breath. Again, maybe the skin on the face softens a little bit. Deepen your breathing. Fantastic. And when you're ready, hands back through heart center, bow in halfway. That kind of gets everything sort of contained. And then inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Release your head, movement or stillness. Enjoy your breath. And maybe bend the knees a little more if it helps to free up your pelvis just a tiny bit. It's okay to let the pelvis just tip forward. Yeah, good. And then when you're ready, inhale, strong legs, come up halfway. Let's do the other side. So super powerful. Upper back is open. core is engaged, firm your hips down and in, step your right leg back, medium lunge, option for bent leg or straight in the back, peel yourself up, or arms up, or gaze up. Yeah, good. Front knee is pointing forward. Your stance can be as big or as small as is beneficial. A few more breaths. Nice. And when you're ready, come back through center, bow in halfway. That kind of helps everything get contained. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward fold, release your head. Inhale through half lift all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart or down at your sides. Let's add the arms one more time so you can grab your strap again. We'll take it in the right hand, the ring in the right hand, and then just bring the hand behind you. But we'll start with that left arm down and out to the side. Look down the front, see your ankles, pulling your rib cage. And again, there's that active feeling of up, down. And then, yeah, your head can rest on your forearm. Okay, good. So some friends are going to stay there. If it feels super comfortable, then you can walk your hand up. And again, even if you can reach the hands, you could do that, or you can keep them just fist to fist and feel that pull up to down, breathing there. Yeah, chin parallel to the floor. Nice. See if you can keep the torso relatively balanced, if it's okay, that feeling of letting the shoulders stay relatively level. Okay, good. One more breath and then exhale, let that go. You can just take it out. Let's do the other side. Take the strap in the left hand, take the right arm down. Find that action of down and up. Breathing there. Nice job with the rib cage, everybody. Looks good. And then again, if you feel like there's space, you can crawl your right hand up towards your left fist. Maintain a little bit of that opposite action. Good. Breathing into both sides of the rib cage. Feeling your feet. Okay, good. And then release. Let's do one last thing with the strap while we have it. You can take it about shoulders distance apart. Feet can come in a little narrow. Inhale, bring your arms up just to the height of your shoulders. Imagine you're going to rip that strap in half. Feel your feet. Inhale, take the arms up only as high as feels comfortable for you. And then sit down into your legs. Uttanasana. Breathing there. Yeah. Good. Right. Thighs back, booty back, ribs light. Okay, good. Inhale, dive into the sky, stand up, keep your strap. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Release your head. You can release the strap. Movement or stillness. A few breaths like that. Okay. Bend your knees, lift your gaze, step back to your plank pose, optional flow of choice. So again, you choose cat-cow or vinyasa with your up dog or your cobra. And just choosing, again, the variations that, again, are in accordance with your values. So we're making that skillful action. Okay, nice. And your own time. Inhale, take your right leg up, three-legged dog. Don't be shy to bend the left leg. If that gives you more space in your pelvis, you can have movement or stillness in that top leg. Few breaths. Take one tiger as optional. Exhale, bring your right knee to the center of the chest. Spread the shoulder blades, engage your core. Inhale, reach it up and back. Keep the hips super high. Option for hands on blocks. Take your right leg forward between your hands like we did previously. Fingertips are super helpful, or blocks. Pause there, breathe, low lunge. So when you're in that shape, you can bring your hands to your front knee if you want. Then you have a choice with your back leg, right? Are we going to do Virabhadrasana 1 or high lunge again? So you could spin your back heel down if that's okay. Toes to the same side, front corner. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And this time you can cactus. Okay, good. Let's pulse. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Really feel your back leg. Keep that power. Exhale, cactus. Feel like that with your breath. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you cactus. Great job with that back hip pointing forward. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you cactus. We can hold there, breathe, or now we could add that interlace. So option to take the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back, puff up the chest. Option to move the arms away from the body. Yeah, good. If that feels like too much on the shoulders, it's okay to stay with any of those other shapes. Really nice. Exhale, come through the center, frame your front foot. Let's give our hamstrings a break. Step back in a little bit with your back left leg. Again, if it's a lot, bend the knee initially, hands on ground, and then only straighten the front leg as much as you can with the hands still touching the earth. You rest like that. Let's give it a try. See what happens, DJ Amy. Okay. Breathing. Yeah. Okay, good. You're good. You can stay there. A couple last breaths. Okay, great. And then when you're ready, rebend the knee. Let's do one last thing this side. Squeegee your back foot behind you. Rebend your front knee. Left hand, front left corner. Right hand to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Pull up your belly. Exhale, twist right. Option to hold there or take that right arm to the sky. Any other variation or free movements. So all those options or bus stops are really, again, places for us to practice trusting our capacity to make choices for ourselves. Nice. And when you're ready, exhale, turn to face the ground. Inhale your choice of transition. Step back, 1 or 2 leg plank. Exhale, chaturanga or your belly, or maybe a cat-cow. Back bend of choice. Beautiful. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, good. Yeah, a few breaths there. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Seeing if I'm just going to kind of, and if you have to turn your hands out, I know the wrists are an issue. You can do that a little bit. Yeah. Good. And then when you're ready, inhale, left leg up behind. You can bend your right knee if that serves you. Movement or stillness with that lifted leg. Few breaths there. As you exhale, feel free to take that tiger pose, hug in, maybe round the spine a little bit, engage your core. Inhale, reach it up and back, get long, keep your hips high. Exhale, step the leg forward between the hands. And in that shape, you can pause, right? So that's, again, a place for hands on blocks or fingertips. You can also bring your hand onto your front knee. Choose what you want to do with the back leg, up or down. Inhale, come on up. Yeah, good. And then again, we can cactus the arms. And from there, inhale, reach up, stand up. Stand in that back leg. Keep that power as you pulse. Good. At your own pace. And the next time we can hold, either staying in our cactus or opposite interlace of the hands, option to bend the elbows or not. Any amount of back bend that feels right for you. Breathing there. Kind of imagine that you have like a headrest. Yeah, so it's like more upper back, but it's almost like there's a wall behind your skull. Few breaths there. Good. And when you're ready, exhale, release. Bow forward, step your back leg in a tiny bit. And release the skull once more the opposite way. Few breaths. Yeah, good. So the hips are hugging back and together. There's that like stability. of the hips feeling like there's that little bit of lift right where Cameron would want it. Breathing there, good. Okay, nice. And then re-bend your front knee. You can squeegee the back foot again a little longer once more. Right hand beside your foot, left hand to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist towards the front door side. Option, stay there, hand in the sky. And you can move or be still. Okay. Any arm variation that serves you. And exhale, turn to face the earth. Optional 1 or 2 leg flow. You can hold a pose instead. Breathe as you go. Okay. Enjoy your breath. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Okay, let's kind of put all that together. Inhale, take your right leg up behind. Roll your hip open if you like. One tiger, this time kind of around the world. Exhale, right knee out towards your right outer shoulder. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, take that foot to the outside of the hand this time. It can either point forward or 45 degrees. You can lower your back knee. Option to double fold. One more time, hand to knee. Lift your belly, twist. Hold there for a moment. Option to bend your back leg now. Take hold of that foot or ankle if you like. And there's 2 actions. You can either kick the foot into the hand or you can squeeze the foot to the buttocks. They both are good. And you can, again, keep the hand where it is or form to block or floor. Lengthen across the front of your left hip and thigh. Keep letting your right side body get long. So let that right shoulder float up and back like you did when you had the strap behind you. Good. Few breaths like that. Nice, you guys. And then when you're ready, exhale and twist, plant your hands. Inhale, step back, your choice, 3-legged dog, 1 or 2 leg flow. Honor your low back. You could even bend your knees in your cobra up dog if you like that. And downward dog. Okay, good. Let's do the other side. Inhale, take your left leg up. Few breaths. You can roll the hip open if you like. Exhale, take your left knee towards your outer left shoulder. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, step it to the outside of the left hand, toes forward to 45. Lower that back knee. Take that inhale as you twist. Option to bend the back leg. Take hold of the foot or the ankle. So those 2 choices, you can kick the foot away or you can hug it in towards the buttocks. And then whatever you choose with that right arm. You come down to the forearms or the block. Yeah, let the left side body be long, that left shoulder rolling back just like you did with the strap. Nice. One more breath. And then turn to face the earth. Optional flow, take your time. You choose the middle bit. Good, smooth inhale, smooth exhale. And then when you're ready, bend your knees, lift your gaze, step or hop forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale through, half lift all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart or down at our sides. Okay, so we're gonna do a little strap experiment. I'm ready now. Are you ready? Okay, so we've done it once before. It was successful last night. So we're gonna take the strap. And again, if you have a belt, okay, yeah, you're good, Dave. All right. So you're gonna step on it with your right foot in the middle. Our friend Trusty Allard is here also to help you if you get confused. So we're going to cross the strap like that. Okay. So we're going to take a pause. So like we did before, you can step your left leg back. You want to kind of be in the middle of your mat as much or as little as you want. Right now, I just say like go small, right? So in that shape, we're in like a baby warrior one. Roll your shoulders back and then a little bit of tension. So firm your back glutes, elbows tuck in a little bit. They don't have to be pinned in, but they're pointing backwards. And breathe there. And again, connect into that power through your legs and the space of your breath. Okay, we're going to keep that, widen the strap. We're going to take our left leg through the middle. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing one more time. Now the strap's on the back leg, right? Roll the shoulders back. Once you get the hips down and in, tone your belly, lengthen through the crown, breathe. So one possibility, stay here, friends. You can make that step as big or as small as you want. However, if you want to make it harder, it actually is easier if you start in tight. We're going to shift our weight left, find your gaze, and we're going to pick up our back leg. Surprise. Breathing there. Yeah. And again, if that doesn't work for you, staying in our warrior pose is really the same action, right? Couple breaths, either grounded or balancing. You can walk your hands in closer if you want, of course. Few breaths there. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Good. Nice. And from that place, undo the same way you did. So elbows go wide, bow in like we did with our half stepping. Take your leg down, step back, and then you just have to undo. Okay. Okay. So idea is no back pain, no shoulder pain, right? So we're just going to go slow. So take the left foot on the strap, cross it over, and bend your front knee and start small. Shoulders roll back, thighs back, ribs in, long through the crown of the head. Breathe. And connect into your legs and the power of the ground, rising up through the crown of the head. And then let's do the opposite leg. So step the right one through the middle. Left one goes back. Again, if you're going to stay here, you can go for a long stance. Otherwise, that medium stance is going to be better for transition. Few breaths. Really connect, if you're going to go for the balance, into those 3 points of your front right foot, center of the heel, big toe, small toe mount. Soften your gaze. Option to hold here or bow forward a little bit. Lift up your back leg. Spin your elbows. Option to walk the hands back any amount. Breathing. Yeah. Coming back to that, relaxing the skin on the face. Really nice. And then same reverse transition, right? Kind of bow in, let the elbows do their thing. Step back, land. Step back. And release your strap. Okay, good. Nice. All right. Nice journey, everybody. Thanks for playing along. Okay, so let's take our feet hip distance apart. Soften your knees. Let your arms swing side to side. And then feet parallel. Float your shoulders up like we began. Arms at your sides. And connect into that sense of trust in ourselves. And let's move from there. Inhale, take your arms up, reach up. Exhale, side bend, final one. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, pull down, puff up the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Transition of choice. So you can vinyasa, cat-cow, any movement in the middle. Resting if you choose. Smooth breath. Good. So we're going to take a side detour. So go ahead and come all the way down onto your belly. We're going to play with one more thing for the front of the thighs. I'm going to kind of come over here. I think we can still see me, Dave, and then you guys can see me too. So you're going to lie on your left side. So lie on your left side, tuck in your knees tight, kind of like a chill sideline child's pose type situation. You rest like that. And then you can take that right hand, if you like, to your right shin. We're going to keep the bottom left leg tucked in and then take the right leg behind. If, again, few friends have pretty open hamstrings, you want more intensity, you could straighten your bottom leg, but that definitely levels it up a bit. So more, again, choosing what you value and breathing there. Yeah, good. Okay, great. See if you can let your knee, the right one, be about the height of your hip, and then it's going back behind you. Nice. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. And then go ahead and release that. Just come back through the center, roll over onto your other side, and get nice and long. Tuck in your knees though, so they're tight. Head can be relaxed, but the spine is long. And then take hold of your top foot or your ankle, and you can take that leg behind any amount. Shoulders back, ribs are in. If it's easy, you want more intensity, you could straighten the bottom leg, keeping the small toe side of the foot on the floor. Good. Smooth breath. One more big exhale. And then come on back to your belly. Use your hands, press up to your plank or your half plank. And again, your choice, puppy or downward dog. Lift your hips high. Might feel nice to pedal side to side. Deep breath. Okay. And then please go ahead and come on down to your knees. Option, we're going to do twice. And I usually teach it this way in this class. So again, we can do it all together if you choose, and then we can veer off. If your knees are sensitive, double fold your mat. You're going to bring your toes over your blocks. And as best you can, heels point up. You can pull the front of the mat forward. And then if you want, you come up to kneeling. And from that place, yeah, that looks good. Let's cactus the arms. Just like we did before, pull down and let the rib cage get light. You could stay here, right? Choosing what we value in this moment. You can rest at any time. If you feel like you'd like to go further, curl back, up and back. Hands could come to your heels if that's pain-free. Yeah, good. And if it feels like not so great there, again, you can keep the arms back like we do in a half lift or a locust, or you can come back to your cobra or hands on sacrum. Last couple breaths. Yeah. Good. Use your legs. Inhale, lead with the chest. And then exhale, you can sit back. If it's like too much on your toes, you can change and leave the blocks, right? Just a few breaths. And then we're going to do one more time, and then that's it. So you can come forward. If you like the blocks, leave them. If not, remove them, right? Another place, if you're close to the heels, but not quite, you can bring them on either side of your ankles. Just know they're a little wobbly, right? And try to let it not be so much about reaching for that, but kind of up and back action. More challenge. Toenails are pointed. Let's do it this way this time. Fists on the sacrum. Like we did with the strap, elbows point back. You choose the base. And then you could bring one or both hands to your blocks or your feet, or you could keep them where they are. Good. Few breaths. And then come back through the center. Use your legs. Come to neutral. Sit back on your feet. So you can choose if you sit on your heels or between your heels. You could use a block if that's useful. And enjoy a few breaths there. Just see if we can be with neutral. Let the thighs descend. Hips settle down and in. Space. Let's neutralize a little bit. So you can adjust your legs. Inhale, take your arms up, reach up. Exhale, twist towards the right. Lower your arms. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale as you twist door side. One more time each side. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, next time we twist towards the canyon, let's pause there, hold, breathe. If you're on the block, it's hard to reach the floor, so you could bring that backhand on your sacrum if you like. If you want more intensity, you could reach it back with your thumb back and up. And then inhale, come back through the center. Final side, twisting towards the front door. Backhand could be on the sacrum, or for more, thumb reaching back and up. Breathing there, smooth inhale, smooth exhale. And come on back to the center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through your heart space. Come on up to your tabletop. You can remove your block if you're using it. And enjoy a few more of those cat-cows. Might feel good to do this side to side. Right shoulder towards the right hip. Left shoulder towards the left hip. And let's take our final downward dog. Bend your knees, curl your toes, hover for a moment, feel your core. Lift your hips up and back. Enjoy your breath. Okay, good. Yeah, thighs pressing back, long spine. Good. And when you're ready, come on down. Lower your knees. Sit off to the side, swing them around. Let's come down onto our back. I don't know what you'll need yet. I haven't decided. We're going to come all the way down. And you can windshield wiper your legs a few times. They can be narrow or wide, whatever you prefer. They feel different depending on the foot position. Keep some of that residual openness in the upper back and chest, so your upper arm bones and shoulder blades are on the floor. And then parallel your feet. Take your right leg up to the sky, flex your foot, figure four, but don't use your hands yet. You can use them to place it, but then just kind of let them be there. So you're all the way to your low shin above the ankle, and then do a little bit like of a butterfly wing with that right side. So draw your knee towards the midline, over kind of towards your left shoulder, and then draw it back towards your left foot. So just going back and forth a few times. And then next time your right knee comes towards the midline in the direction of the left shoulder, hook the foot on the outer left leg, and then take your left hand to your outside of your right knee and do what's called contract relax. So you're pulling in with your hand and pressing out with your knee. And lengthen your low belly, a couple breaths like that. And then go the opposite way. Release your leg and draw your right knee towards me. Breathe. Press your knee in my direction. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing here. Cross your right leg all the way over your left one, so no space between your legs. Hug your right foot towards your left shin, or wrap it if that feels okay. You could stay here, or for more challenge, lift your lower legs. Keep your low back on the floor now. Hands can come behind your head, elbows wide. Just going the opposite direction. Exhale, lift your shoulder blades, engage your core. Inhale, and lower back down. So if it's a lot with your feet lifted, keep your feet on the ground, no big deal. Keep your back rib cage down the whole time now. So we're just kind of, again, neutralizing and going a little bit the other way. Yeah, good. Lift the shoulder blades all the way up the ground. Good. And then when you're ready, keep the legs as they are. Lower the torso. Bring your legs over to the left and twist your arm back to the right. You might have to do a little adjustment of your rib cage. I like to use the heel of my left hand at the top of my right thigh bone and just feel like it's gently lengthening my low back. You could turn your gaze to the right. Few breaths there. Yeah. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Really good. And then come on back to the center when you're ready. Like we did before, a couple windshield wipers, either knees wide or feet wide or narrow. Both are good. Let's do the other side. Left leg to the sky, figure four. Above the ankle, low shin, ankles neutral. And moving that leg in and out, like a butterfly wing towards the midline, towards the outside of the mat. Keeping some isometric contact between that right knee being stable and the outer left ankle, right? So there's that little bit of connection. And then next time the left leg comes to the midline, you can use your right hand, hug in with the right hand, press out with the left knee, and broaden across your sacrum. And then draw the left knee towards me, release the hand, few breaths. And then we can take that left leg all the way to the outside, side by side or binding. Option to keep the feet on the floor or lift them parallel. Keep the back ribs on the ground, hands behind the skull. As you exhale, lift the shoulder blades. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale and inhale. Any point, if your back ribs are lifting and your back is arching, you can bring your feet back on the ground. Yeah. Good. Nice. Great. And then when you're ready, you can take those legs over to the right side. Any adjustments with the torso, twist back to the left. Option to use the heel of the right hand on the left thigh. That'd be great. One more big breath. And come on back to the center. Let's do one more thing here. So bend your knees, slide your left leg long against the floor. Since we have a strap, might as well use it, right? So let's do it this way. I think all the straps are long enough. Bring it around along your frontal right heel. And then actually lower your leg, and I'll walk around and give you a longer strap if you need it. And Allard can too. We're going to just feel that, like, again, push pull that we've been doing the whole time. Shoulders are back, thighs are back. Keep that left heel down, left thigh down, and then only reeling your right leg as far as you can without lifting your left thigh. So for today's class, it might feel good to stop at 90 degrees and really feel like your femur, your thigh bone is going into your pelvis. You can keep your toes completely straight of the lifted leg, or you can angle them out 45 degrees if that feels good. Breathing. If there's more space, you can take the leg higher or not use the strap. Breathing as you go. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Yeah, and that feeling again of the hips. In. Pressing in my hands. Uh, breathing there. Okay, good. And then lower that leg. Just switch the feet. See if we can, again, kind of untuck the buttocks. Sometimes it helps to just move the flesh of the buttocks a little bit and or like lengthen your torso away from you. And then same thing with that leg. And slow action of reeling it in. You can pause if you get to 90 and then choose. You want your foot to be straight ahead or angled out. If it angles out, the knee goes with it. Or if you're going to continue. Yeah, good. Nice job with the bottom leg, everybody. Breathing there. One more big exhale. And you can slowly lower that leg. Good. And then we're here to your final pose of choice. So anything your body craves, maybe a happy baby, maybe a shoulder stand or supported shoulder stand or another spinal twist, whatever it is. Take a couple minutes. If you're on a one-sided pose, taking the other side. If you're upside down, you can take a variation or hold a little longer. And then, yeah, you can grab any warm things. You can use your strap over your eyes. You can always grab a wall for legs up the wall if you'd like to do that instead of traditional Shavasana. It's always really nice, especially after a lot of legs and back bending. But any final relaxation shape, blanket under the knees or on top of the body. Take your time to set it up. And perhaps a nice big inhale, long, slow exhale. You know, if it feels sometimes like a lot to have the arms wide, you could also do your elbows wide and then bend the hands so that they're on your hips, in front of the pelvis. That feels nice sometimes too. You can bend your knees, take a few deeper breaths. After you're ready, you can come to any comfortable seat. Just where you are, it's fine. Let's chant one easy Om to close. And exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Om. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you.